Good morning. Welcome back. It's Friday Coffee Talks. I'm your host, Connor Volpe. We're here for episode 121, and we are talking over coffee on Friday morning. Whew, that is a spectacularly bad cup of coffee. I have some old beans in my closet over there that I'm trying to use up, not be wasteful, the whole shebang, and I am ready to get through with these. I have a fresh bag ready to open, but I don't want to do it yet because I got to get through these. I think I've got like one more cup of coffee. So I'm going to choke this one down. I'm going to have one more that I'll try to enjoy, but this one is very bad. But it's warm. I've got the Store Magic Yellow on today, which is lovely. You can't see it, but I've got slippers on under my desk. It's here, everybody. Fall weather has arrived in Georgia. We're like, a week or 2 weeks in, and it is glorious. It's so great. The oppressive heat, stepping outside into an oven is over. I don't instantly turn into a puddle when I walk outdoors. It's the best. It is the best. You guys who have been longtime watchers of this know that I wear hoodies about 98% of my days, including during the summer. So I've been down here in my office all summer long. My basement stays relatively cool, so I'm a little bit, there. But yeah, I can wear hoodies and not melt, and it's just the best. Fall has arrived. So thrilled. I don't have like a ton to talk about because I haven't really been doing a lot over the past few weeks. Well, let me rephrase that. I've been doing a ton, but I've been doing a ton of the same thing. So it's kind of, I was thinking back over since my last episode and what I was going to talk about today. We're going to call this a fireside chat. We're just going to catch up. I've got a cup of coffee. Maybe you have one too. I'm going to catch you up on what's been going on in my life, what I've been up to, what's bouncing around this old noggin of mine. And we're just going to catch up. So what has been going on? We'll start off with Great Wolf Lodge. Last weekend, we went to Great Wolf Lodge for the first time. Panicked is not the right word, but anxious is not strong enough. It was like in between anxious, anxiety, and panic. Is that whatever that word is? That's what I was. I don't think I'm quite a helicopter parent, but I'm definitely a very attentive parent, a paranoid parent, a very scared parent, especially around water. My anxiety levels are high around water. So going to a water park was already like one of those like, whoo, man, 3 kids running around, deep water, drowning risk, like a lot of it. I didn't love that. I also don't do well with noise. So the thought of going to an indoor echoey water park with thousands of kids running around and screaming, it was like, oh no, this is not going to be good. But I have nothing but great things to say about Great Wolf Lodge. It was a great place. The hotel was very nice. The water park was nice. It was actually significantly less stressful than I thought, which was lovely. I expected to have to be like running around, like, where are you? But we were able to find a table pretty centrally located that we could see the little kid play structure that some of the kids were that. And then we could see the slides where Parker and the big kids were going. I get to ride all the slides. So that was super fun. And Savannah slept the whole time. She just sat in her little stroller and she slept. She did some slides and she played in the pool and she loved it when she was in it. But for the most part, she was just like, yeah, nah, bro, I'm going to nap. So it worked out really well. I will say, in full disclosure, Great Wolf Lodge has this deal every year so their whole thing is that it's 72 degrees year round because it's an indoor water park. Great. So on July 2nd, 7/2, they have a deal where you can, like, you and every other family in the country that has a Great Wolf Lodge get on at like midnight. They open it up. It's this crazy line and they give out rooms for $72 a night. So we did take advantage of that deal. Going back, it was hectic trying to get tickets. Mandy, who falls asleep at like 9 o'clock every night, was up at, I don't even know, it was like 2 a.m. trying to get these tickets. She's like, Great Wolf Lodge. But we got it. So we went on a significant discount. I felt like it was well worth the money. I think with taxes and everything, it was like $85 for a hotel room for the night. And we got 2 days of water park passes out of it. More than enough for our kids at this point. And a lot of the activities were included. So we really didn't spend a ton of money over and above that. So super inexpensive family trip, which was really good. So Great Wolf Lodge, super place. The other thing is Piggy Joe's. Piggy Joe's update. This is the thing. I kind of alluded to it earlier. I've basically been living over there. At this point, it got far enough along that I was like, it got too late. But there was a point where I was like, why have I not just brought like a cot over here and slept rather than driving back and forth? So the new store is about a 30-minute drive from our house. And like I said on the last video, I have to work nights over there. So especially during construction stuff, any loud tool banging, sawing, whatever, had to be done at night. So I took a week off at the very beginning and I did a lot of that stuff. But, as with any project, there's the little detail stuff that you've got to finish up. So we got the keys to the space, I think like October 2nd or 3rd was the first day that I started over there. And I took that whole week and built. So let me just back up one second. This is where we started. This picture of the space before. This is us with the fam in there, kind of taking the celebratory signing of the lease picture. So it started out pretty good. Significantly less work than the Buford location for those of you who were around for that process. We didn't take down any walls. I didn't have to dive through any drywall this time. We didn't have to get any permits because we weren't doing any of that type of work. So all just cosmetic stuff. But what that also meant is significantly less work for contractors and more for me. So even though there was less overall work in the build out of this second phase, I did a much larger percentage of the total work than I did the last time. So this is our new spot. This is what it looks like today. It's not done. Our grand opening is going to be November 11th, so we've still got some time to get ready for that. We're hoping to have signage in. That's kind of the big holdup now. But yeah, so it's been a lot of work. There's been a ton of stuff that has gone into it, and I'm really happy with how it's turned out. So I guess it was last week I finished up the construction stuff. There was one night I stayed late. I was, probably midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning or whatever. And I was going down my list and all of a sudden I ran out of things. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm done. It's amazing. I'm done. So I, took some time. I cleaned up after myself. I packed away all my tools and I just stood at the front door and I was like, wow. I generally try to downplay my accomplishments, my achievements, whatever, that kind of stuff, because, I want to be humble. I don't want to be all braggy and flashy and all that kind of stuff. I don't want to talk about how great I'm doing and all that kind of stuff. But there was definitely a moment where it was just me. So it wasn't like I was out there, yelling to the masses from a mountaintop or anything. But I stood at that front door and I looked over that store and I stood there for like a solid 3 minutes. And I just looked over and I was like, man, I am really, really proud of this. It's not perfect. It's not 100% done either. But to do what we did and transform that store into ours, into a place where we want to pour into the Alpharetta, Cumming, Milton area, the community that we want to build there, to take it and completely flip it from what it was in less than 3 weeks, and to be at a point now where we're not open. It's not done, like I said, but we're giving out candy from there for their Halloween event tomorrow. There will be hundreds and hundreds of kids in our store tomorrow. There is merchandise hanging on the shelves. I don't know if we'll be selling any of it quite yet because we're not quite there, but it's done. It's as done as it can be as far as construction goes. So to stand back and to look over something that I had put so much into, I'd spent the vast majority of nights over there since the beginning of October. I don't know if you can see, I'm pretty tired. I haven't been sleeping a lot this month, but it was a great weight off my shoulders, and also just like filled me up with pride to be looking at the end of construction and the end of a big project that I'd sunk my teeth into. So we're really looking forward to the next couple weeks. We've got a lot of cool stuff going on. I'm jumping right out of one construction project and into another. I have something fun up my sleeve for Pinkmas at Piggy Joe's Buford. We're not forgetting our friends at Buford. We're doing our big Christmas event next week. But yeah, transforming that store for Christmas is right on the next docket. So that is going to be crazy, out of one frying pan and into another. But yeah, it's great. What else is going on? We're right into the holiday season. It's kicking up. I'm thrilled. I can't wait. Halloween is next week. We got some great costumes lined up. Can't wait to show you. And yeah, I hope you guys are gearing up for a great weekend. Halloween, get your costumes ready. Head out to Spirit Halloween. Get going. Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, Barbie and Ken. I mean, those are going to be the popular ones this year. So gear up, get ready. Hope you can't wait. I hope it's going to be good. Have some great coffee this weekend. Maybe get some apple cider, sweep some leaves, whatever. Do the fall things. Get an apple pie. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. I'll catch you next week.